Hey guys, my name's Liam and today I'm going to be teaching you some of the basic editing techniques in Adobe Lightroom. Learning the basics will allow you to make your photos look much more professional and hopefully help you gain an understanding of some of the features within the Adobe Lightroom program. So let's get right into it. So first of all, I like to adjust the crop in my images. So to do this, I hit the crop icon just up in the right hand corner and adjust it to best suit my image. So here I'm going to line up the ship perfectly in the middle. That'll help to draw the viewer's eye through the image and out onto the horizon. So in this image, the horizon does actually look a bit crooked. So to fix this up, we're going to adjust the angle and automatically straighten the photo by hitting the auto button there. And that'll just line up the horizon perfectly in the middle and make it all straight. So just hit the done button down here when it's looking pretty good. So now to start editing. Looking at the exposure and contrast of this image, I might just bump up the exposure slightly, and normally I don't touch the contrast, but in this case I might just pop it up slightly just to get some more details in the foreground here. So moving on to highlights, I usually just drop down the highlights to gain some more detail in the sky and background, and the opposite with the shadows, I just bump them up a bit to gain some details in the foreground area around where the surface and water is. I usually don't touch the whites and blacks, but in this case I might just raise the whites slightly and drop the blacks just to get some more contrast in the image. So now moving on to the clarity of the image, I usually just drop this down just to make the overall image a bit softer and bump up the vibrance a bit to make those colours just to pop a bit more. So now moving on to the tone curve, I usually like to make a small S curve that'll add to the contrast of the image. So let's just check a before and after on that one. Before and after. If you don't actually want to use the tone curve tool, you can use these sliders here to guide you, which will help highlights, lights, darks and shadows. But that's looking pretty good. So now moving on to the hue and saturation. In this image I'm looking at the ocean and it does actually look slightly fake, so I might just bump up the hue of the blues just a bit, just to give the ocean that deeper blue look, making it look a bit more natural. And again with the saturation, just bumping up the blues and the oranges in the sunrise. Here, if you don't actually want to use the sliders, in this case there is some tools on the left hand side that allow you to pinpoint the exact colour you want to change. So here with the sunrise, if I pinpoint the oranges, I can just move up and down whilst holding on my mouse, and that'll adjust and pinpoint the exact colour you want to change. Personally, I like to use the sliders best, but by using this tool you can pinpoint the exact colour, and that often comes in really handy. So now moving on to the detail in the image. With the sharpening, I usually just pump that up to around 60. Any more than that and you start to wreck the image, making it too sharp and it starts to look kind of fake. And the radius, I usually just push that up to about 1.2, 1.3. Let's just have a look at the details, and before and after, that's just slightly sharpening it up a bit, not making it look too fake. So there you have it, that's looking pretty good. If you want to see a side-by-side comparison, just hit this little icon down in the left and that'll show you the two photos before and after. And of course, my name is Liam. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Comment down below any future videos you'd like to see. Thank you guys for watching.